everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing one of the most absurd combination of cards that I've seen in a while in a Jeskai Lessons build. This is what we were looking to do in Avatar when it first released, but Secrets of Strixhaven has brought a lot to the table and has made me really a big believer of this Tablet of Discovery, because it is a 3-mana rock that then makes your investment very good and sound, and you get to draw a card and potentially cast it, especially in a deck like this, where we do have a lot of red spells that we can play this and lead right into it. Obviously, if we hit the capstone, we're a little bit sad. Maybe a flash could be put in here immediately, especially for best of one. But our whole goal is to use the lesson pile to kind of stabilize our board, along with accumulative wisdom and stock up to gain us a ton of value. And sometimes the abandoned attachments just to generate our kind of lesson value a bit quicker. And then we're wanting to Jeskai Revelation with Improbable Capstone and using the Paradigm ability on it over and over again until we can slowly grind out the games. As you will see in today's video, it is 4 total matches and 2 of them are a bulk of the video. So with that said, I hope you all enjoy it, and let's just dive in. Hand is like a turbo hand in terms of getting through what we want, right? Here, cast this, maybe discard a land, kind of depends what we draw. Well, update. Our idea changed. We're gonna smoke that thing. What are we gonna do now? They have a cavern, so it's not like this does anything. Can't play Grand. There's literally not a thing I can do. I mean, I could cast this first, I guess. Card sucks now because they have a cavern. This still can't do anything. Still does nothing. Maybe I should just play this anyway, but we are working to play this, right? So we'll see. This isn't even a question. You always flip this. Especially because if you have a second one, you just get to do it for free. It either does nothing every turn, or it produces you 2 mana for free every turn. It's kind of up to you. Dealer's choice, if you would. Or not. Okay. Vibrance? Or wistful? Okay, they didn't have a land, which is actually huge for us. Them playing this made it like way harder to do anything. We're getting closer to this. Opponent thinking under turn. Fine. A lot of nothing really happened that turn, but that's okay. Get rid of this. Actually, it does have to be this. I don't know why I was pretending like it couldn't be. Okay, go island here. Play a grand. Now, unfortunately, they get this for 1 more turn, but we'll see what happens. Fire this off, get rid of the canal, resolve all. You can even do tablet, which is crazy. It's actually just a free spell in terms of hitting an instant. This is a little too much. Obviously, would love to play tablet, but reminder, that's not how that worked. Thunderflock? Wistful. Okay. Sure. What's the shock for? I don't know why they're shocked. Here. Yeah. Wistfulness is bad. Thing that's making free mana almost feels worse, especially because, I mean, they're not like limited on black mana, but play the tablet. Well, that'll do nothing. How do I actually do this? I just have to snipe this thing. But the mana they're making is so good. Deals 5. Okay. So I am going to take out the mana producer. As much as that sucks, but I want it to be hard for them to cast spells. That's not good. They don't have double green here for wistfulness, so sure. Or 2, yeah. Sure. Yeah. Pass. We're looking to Revelation now. We hope they hard cast something here. Hopefully they're not paying attention to their mana. Put that back in your hand. We'll deal 4 to them. Doesn't counter. It just puts back in hand, so it's very annoying for them. This is probably a bounce spell, right? Yeah, bounce off. Sure. Not enough to like. Not enough to kill here, so we just block. Because it can deal 2 and go to 2. And then they could do this next turn anyway, right? So I don't know. It didn't really buy us any time. Do this. I mean, this is where we're at. Uh-huh. Get rid of that, and then our opponent can bounce this and take it, I guess. I'm not that upset about that. We will combustion technique this. We have to save life here. Here. I'll get my tablet, and then I'll get to choose. We do play 4 revelations, right? So we have 3 more in the deck to find. Of combustion techniques, we are out. When it comes to answering these big creatures, we're really gonna have to work towards it. To take my draw spell. Go tablet. Tablets are definitely better, in my opinion. And that's one of the reasons why. No real point on the deceit plan, in my opinion. Because, like, why would I give them it back so they can just keep interacting with me? They only play, like, 3 of these most of the time because they're too awkward, so them having another one's probably not likely. You're stalking again. Okay. Stalking seems crazy, right? Okay. Sure. How much is my opponent willing to commit to this board? in the turn. I think we're fine. Sure. This all resolves. I'm not fighting over that at all. Don't have double black now, by the way. I now have double black. Solves once again. Don't worry, my grand's figuring it out. Sure. Yeah. Kicker for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just reduce my kicker cost. Cost me 4. Okay. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought it reduced my kicker. Here. The risk. But a risk I'm willing to take nevertheless. Another Thunderflock, would you? Ooh. That's not enough. We'll do it. Go straight to combat for him. Very cool. What a tight game that was. I looked over and I just had the fear of 1,000 suns that I just didn't hit the record button. Very nice though. Yes, sir. Get out there. Nice, 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 nice. I think it's just like here, 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 this. We want this to be as high as possible, right? In this type of match. Okay. That's a dang good deal, brother. Fire a stock off up. Stock off. Somebody put me in jail. I think here and here is best options. In a matchup like this, Just Sky Revelation getting up there is gonna be good. They're like perma-stunning my grand. It's funny. Like, you're not allowed to untap that card. It's like, okay, bro, I get it. I'm a little upset about the Iroh card now. Ah, that sucks. That's actually tragic. We can do this into this, and that's really good, so we'll pass. That is tragic. Okay. Heal. What do you target here? No, sir. Now our lessons are all the way up. Or our accumulative, our good stuff is up. Man, being sick is messing with me bad. I have Revelation online. This is just not legal. I'm gonna keep it honest. We actually need this hall available. Go here. All right. Here. Doesn't look like it. Oh, we're ready. I have so much card draw. This is the most, like, aggressive hand I've ever seen in my entire life. Actually, I literally don't care. This. Well, yeah. Slam it. Let's see what's up, bro. That is the most card advantage hand I think I've had in a very long time. Outside of like playing a commander game, which is absurd. But we'll definitely take that. A lot of interaction, a lot of ways to get rid of the interaction if it's bad. That's the thing, right? Is a lot of times having these, if they're dead, having a card like this that's really good at just moving them along is so crucial. Here, I think I just... Like, I think I shot this in because I want to do value plays, but I think I get max value off this Iro. And I just, like... Ooh. Yeah, like, I snipe his battle bulk code. Although this sucks, obviously. I mean, I have to answer it, right? Am I to go to this for this? This makes this a 2-turn clock, right? I mean, with that draw, it's... Right? This goes to 3, 5, 6... Oh, no, it's short 1 turn, right? I still want to play it, though. I know I lose, like, a ton of value here. Yeah. I like, don't even care. I say maybe they'll auto pass. It's such a nice play that they're gonna make here, but 3, 5, 6. We're really close to this. And this being online, I just don't know how they beat it. That makes sense. I think it's exile spells that resolves after you first resolve a spell with its name. You may cast a copy of it from exile without paying its mana cost at the beginning of each. I haven't actually played this yet. I've played against it, but I haven't done it myself. Okay. Sure. I guess. No attack is crazy. Why would they not attack there? They're really worried about ramping here? That feels crazy, right? I probably should have just done this. Pitching that land and then wisdoming. It's probably the smarter play, to be honest. Now it just feels weird. Like, I'm probably gonna have to do this anyway. Yeah, that was such a stupid mistake by me. Huh. Go here. I just want my turn to be over with. Yeah, I'm so mad about that play. I'm supposed to just throw the land away with this, draw 2, and then a cumulative wisdom. A little inexperienced with the deck, of course, but I mean, it's such an easy play, I feel. Like, it's just dumb not to. Okay, auto pass the turn. Like, please stop asking me questions. You're gonna ask me anyway. Okay. Like, I appreciated asking me. Yes. Like, I want to cast this out of just, like, please stop asking me questions kind of thing. Back to hand. 4 damage. I could have done this the opposite way, but they have too much power here. They realize how much damage is on this? Don't know. Maybe not. Did I select wrong? No. Okay. I didn't think I selected wrong. Kind of crazy that I got super out accelerated. Like, not really. Oh boy. Oh man. I do have 9 basic planes. Yep. Huh. Uh-huh. So much. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Who knows how this turn will go? Ooh. There's 5 here. I really want to get rid of this thing. Well, hopefully we can just find another piece of removal, right? And 4 damage. A lot of prowess here. Honestly, it might just be the play of just try to remove everything and just have these prowess creatures win me the game. Here. I only have 1 more revelation left. Ooh. I guess it could be 4 pick up attack. Pick up 4. Yeah, that makes sense. And now play a Grand, and we can just cast like infinite amount of spells next turn. What a wild game. Not many times do I ever think I'm gonna go over the top of like this type of green deck. How many more basic forests can they be playing? There's 10, 11, 12. They play like 10 like fetch-ish lands. Fetch-ish lands. I don't know why I said it like that, but I don't know. They didn't play the guy that like doubled power either, which is kind of brutal. Sure. Again, as long as about any of these creatures get through, it just won't matter. They'll just be stuck on perma block duty, I think. This bites my Grand. Which is okay. But again, I think all these guys are on just perma block duty. Sure. Putting it on the creature that will eventually go away seems diabolical, right? Alright, paradigm. This is the part about this spell I think my opponent's learning right now. It's like, it's every single turn. Are we serious? Hey, look at his prowess. Absolute prowess. I was making a creature real for some reason. 1, 2. I mean, we're definitely casting both of these. They're free. Why would I not? All the prowess going up. This is more or less what I was saying. Like, they're stuck on perma block duty here. Okay. Let's go. Let's do the white here, the blue here, and the cast tablet. Huh. Every 2 mana spell is going to be incredibly cheap with this. $20 cards. Combustion. Pop this guy, I guess. Yeah, seems good enough. And then do 4 to... It doesn't really matter. Go 4 here. And I know they're probably going to be like, oh, I can save it. But it doesn't actually matter if they do. Sure. I also don't have to super overcommit here. Like, my opponent does have to block all these, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, I might just be able to wait. Snipe here. Combat. Jeez. You only have 2 blockers. I have lethal on board. Yeah. Sure. I think it's enough. It is enough. It doesn't actually matter. -2. Okay, weird. You would never really think we're going to go over the top of that type of matchup, but we did it honestly pretty easily. It just sucks. Like, I have no ill will, and it might have sounded like it where I was like, okay, yeah, yep. It's just like an arena-ism that sucks, where it's like, Arena, I don't want to respond to any of this. Like, I appreciate you stopping me and asking me every time, but that's just a situation where it's in paper. My opponent's going to be like, I'm going to play this twice, and I'm going to grab 2 basics, and then I'm going to make these, and then I'll pass. And you're like, okay, sweet, I can take my turn and just, like, get through the game, but here it lasts so much longer. It is really funny to play the lessons package with, like, Tablet of Discovery and just be really on the, like, infinite value train. So, that's pretty exciting. But, and also, depends on my opponent being here. Alright. There. Wakey wakey. Huh. Huh. Yeah? Don't you dare pass. I'm gonna pass, aren't they? Alright. I'm not budging. They'll never catch me budging. Go ahead. Revealing a little bit of color to them. I want them to maybe think I'm something else. Golf? This is interesting. Surveil 2, then draw a card. Huh? It just has to be crab, right? And that's like a one of, I think. One of, two of. The crab man. Everybody get down. It's the crab man. Hearth elemental, things like that. So my lessons in my hand aren't going to be very valuable for the early game. Unless they play the Storm Chaser's talent and I can actually just snipe an otter or two. Sure. Alright. Every fiber of my being doesn't want me to cast this, but at the same time, we're such a value-centric deck, and we saw a spell snare go away from them. We're so value-focused that I feel like letting that go is actually not that big of a deal. Don't be dead, please. Smile. Nice. That's actually so sick. It's not online for a stock up though. That sucks. But this can put this in the yard, and now every wisdom after will be good value. This will be all the way up to 5, which means it hits crabs pretty easy. This card against the crab deck and the Hearth Elemental deck is so good. It's just so hard for them to stop. And they got rid of a spell snare. Probably on 2 of them, if I had to take like a guess. We're also able to just like kick this to snipe this thing. It's kind of weird. Our removal is actually really good in this matchup. Let's do this now. I know I said our removal with that's good, but I do want to make my land drops in this match. But as you can see, this is already large enough. Thundering Flock is a 5/5, the Crab is a 5/5, and this is a 4/5. I think everything is snipeable by this. This could be a spell snare. So this actually dodges spell snare, weirdly enough. So do I just do this? I think so. I let them think they have some stuff to do though. So this could technically be a spell pierce. Sure. I'm not gonna mess around with this though. I will just snipe this thing. Bada bing, bada boom. The thing's gone. And now our combustion's good. But again, this is a card that will probably pick off one of our combustion techniques. And I feel like that island just sitting there menacingly was what that was all about. Let's try. If they're going to do it, I'm going to force them to do it on their end step. And it does make a card like this work. There's Spell Snare, sure. Work pretty well. Oh, I mean, that's a pretty good draw if I've ever seen one. Again, I think this is a crab lining up. Stock up a pretty scary card on my opponent's side of the board. This does 4, so it actually doesn't do anything. We're gonna grab this and this. My opponent is getting kind of throttled when it comes to my luck variance when grabbing both of these. We want them to play crab first. If we get into their turn, then great. Okay. Full control. I just don't want it to auto pass. Oh, I guess there's a trigger that goes on the stack, which is nice. Boom. Commit. Auto pay. Alright. Like both of these. And then the card engine just goes through the roof. Obviously, we're a little low on removal. Probably only have 2 of these left, I believe. I don't think we're on 3 of them. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. And we would probably have 1 more of those. Sometimes I just forget what's in the deck. Just playing so much and so many different variations all the time makes it hard to Kind of remember. I think playing in anything seems delusionally bad, but we'll do a stock up. We are a little afraid of double crab here, I think. I mean, that makes me a lot less afraid. The crab damage doesn't make a difference. I know tablet's good, but I'm just going to take this land. It also fixes my mana here. Just because I don't think it changed my kind of output at all, I'll just do that. This is the type of deck that I was kind of trying to come up with when the lessons initially came out. And like this type of card, when I was trying to abuse its value, you can see at the beginning I tried to play a control deck with it. And I didn't realize, because I was thinking that this card was really strong if you can just work the lessons in. And it just weirdly is able to happen with this tablet now. Because the tablet is a way to help you cast all your stuff, but also be super aggressive about it. Get off here. Did I jam this in response? No, probably not. How many spell snares am I really putting them on? I feel like 2 is about all I'm willing to give them. Spell snare just seems like a really hard card to be playing a ton of. Huh? We'll see. They do want to try to get a Thunderflock down, I think. Here. Although, knowing when I'm on, Spell Snare is a card that they'll grab most of the time. Yeah, they're playing 3. Okay. They're playing at least 3. I feel like that's quite a lot, but... What do you got for me? Do Thunderflock here. Okay. I do think I'm gonna try to do my abandoned attachments here. So they've seen 3 spell snares, and at least they're top 30 because they've definitely put like cards on the bottom off of a couple ops. I think 1, 2. I believe they've resolved 2, and then they surveilled 2 here, but that's a surveil. We would have saw it in the graveyard. Right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, we've had 2 casts against us, and that's the 3rd one that was discarded earlier in the game. I feel like casting this makes a lot of sense, especially with like a revelation available. And we just want to really find our paradigm card, I think, at this point. Never really thought I was going to be ditching a stock up for something like that. This really kind of sucks. I really want to find something. What am I getting rid of? Just doing this. Okay. I will not play around the 4 spell snare. If they get me, they get me. I will gamble that it is in the other, what, 30-ish cards? You know what I mean? Another Thunderflock will do it. Not do it, but, you know, it'll do something. Okay. We could have maybe, like, tried to counter it, I guess. Nice. I'll actually stop this. I mean, I guess I can Revelation What in the world? I guess it's like revelation, damage, bounce. No, that doesn't work. It has to be like damage, bounce. I guess. It is not a great look. I think it's here. Bounce 4. Here. I should have tried to go to blocks, but we'll see. Problem is, they're just gonna. The Thunderflux is just so good. Sure. They're gonna get their 5 damage through. I could have like made it this uncounterable, I guess, if I really wanted to ensure it, but there's just not a lot I'm gonna do about that. You never know, my opponent might freak out and like cast some stuff and allow me to counter the Thunderflux. Ah, they didn't. Okay. I do want to put him mana down though. I'm gonna snap this off. Okay. Oh no, they got me. Oh man. It's such a game right now. Four bounce 1. Can I do both? If this rips a second Iroh, I can actually do a very crazy play. But do I want to bounce anything? If that's the case, let me look. Do I rip a second Iroh or not? I mean, they're tapped out. This is why we do it, right? I guess like bouncing this isn't the worst. Well, there's the card I've been looking for. Problem is now I'm just, well, I'm not dead, I guess. Yeah, so I can just deal 1 to each creature your opponents control, I guess. Let's try this first. Okay, combustion techniques actually kind of fire here. Then we do what, like 1 to each, or I mean I can just deal 4, I guess. We're trying our best, dude. That's what, 2 Thunderflux down? 3 Revelations down? I don't know, brother. These lands about to be our win condition. These lands about to go crazy. My opponent, I think, is just wondering how I'm not cooked yet. I resolved, dog. Oh, I should have responded by sniping this. Because then they can't Thunderflock me. I think they're only on 3. They could be on 4. They're probably on 4. Let's be honest. Thunderflock. Just creatures. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Non-elemental. There's no way it's become that. Yeah, it becomes a wizard. Like, there's no way it becomes an elemental, right? Sure. This tap here, though, does give me a little bit of happiness. Here. Oh, we're so alive. Everybody stand up. Want to do this? Oh, wow, they actually do. This gives me, like, an entire uninterrupted turn. What we can witness. But I am dead to double burst lightning. We do have to remember that. I'm not even hanging around. I'm just slamming this. Thunderflock, kick burst lightning. Boom. Boom. The last revelation, by the way. Go here. I probably have to look how many crabs are available. Thunderflock's down to... Are the crabs all exiled? Did I exile every crab? So they have 1 crab available. Okay. Do this. Right here. Whoa. If I would have tapped my mana, not like a mammal, we'd probably be fine. They have to kick a burst lightning though, right? That's the only way I'm cooked here. I have to counter that. Oh no. Wait, no, I have these. Stop being dumb. I was like, wait, no, I just died. Yeah, put it on the stack. They should try to do it on my upkeep to stop me, but I have way too much mana. It doesn't matter. They should, I guess technically against me, they should try to fire it off now. You think they have 3 burst lightnings? No, they can't. Okay. That would be crazy though, right? Put it on the stack. Come on. There you're going, huh? We're 20 minutes in. Get me there. Take me home. Here. A free cast. 2 damage. Here. 4 damage. Here. Accumulative wisdom. This is why I was saying that they had to do it now. Prevail to draw a card. Could I fire this now? I think so, right? and 4. Take me in, brother. Sure. That doesn't bother me at all. Have that, the quench. That'll get you. What if they instant speed flung one of these? Like, I like counter that as a joke, and they instant speed somehow flung one of these. Wouldn't that be wild? How we escape this game, I'll never know. Our stack currently. Nice! We get there. An absolute bonkers of a game. That is a wild game for a 1 ladder rank point. Very sick. All right, so here we are, and with Secrets of Strixhaven, the deck that I wanted to try to build a very long time ago now seems plausible and feasible, at least on the ladder to play for a time. You know, I feel like we saw the limits of the deck where any farther into the game, I think we lose, even though we are playing the big splashy spells, right? Because the thing is, outside of doing this, we don't have a ton in terms of going over the top of somebody. We're not really able to go super hard. That's why we have 4 lands that are able to be kind of turned into creatures, kind of like the... What's the land? Soul something? The one that becomes all creature types. Outside of this land and this, we don't really have a ton of ways to snipe our opponent out of the game. And that makes it obviously pretty difficult to win when you get super deep into a game. Like against our last opponent, for example, we were able to just get them down low enough that a Revelation was able to snipe them for lethal. And that really came through because for 1 turn, they weren't able to kind of sunderflock us and bounce our stuff. And we were actually able to strike, I think, for 12 is how much we hit them with the 2 creatures. But that's kind of the idea behind this deck. Playing a strong card like the Tablet that's really, really nice and good, and then going into a Revelation super early is very nice, while also playing the best kind of consistent draw card package you can, and a Cumulative Wisdom and the stock up. Because obviously our lessons are so strong. Abandon's obviously really nice. Combustion Technique, being able to reach everything, is obviously incredible. And this is kind of where I was wanting these cards to fit, not kind of the turbo-y on the ground, just draw my entire deck and hope my monument's good enough. But this is a very fun way to kind of play it. Maybe not the most competitive of all time, but it felt good. And a lot of those games where it felt like I didn't really see the way to win, we still won, and that's obviously pretty awesome, right? Like, it's obviously pretty dope that we were able to grind those games out and actually win them, where I kind of just thought it was lost for the most part. And then of course we do have like a little bit of a sideboard here. This is from, I think, Untapped, so I don't really know who to give the credit to. But I saw it and I was like, wow, this is kind of what we were trying to do initially. Before Secrets came out, it was when Avatar was around. We were trying to build this Jeskai style accumulative wisdom value pile, but this just seems to be good enough to do it, especially in best of 1, where your opponent's not really going to know what you're going to be doing. But if you do want to make it a bit more, I don't want to say competitive because that's not the right word, but a bit more like forgiving, like you want your threats to maybe have a little bit more, you could maybe put in like a Washi Tong where you can kind of commit a lot of mana into it. You can play maybe a couple of burn spells. Obviously the white is not super strong in here to play something like a Helix, but something along those lines might help you a bit. Or if you can just find something that works out well, you can see in the sideboard that Row's in here, maybe playing a Row, maybe playing a Mirtis. Things like this where you can kind of maybe get 1 punch in off these and then feel pretty good about closing out the game with the rest of it. Because as much as Grand is very, very good, There's no Snapcaster Mage when it comes to closing a game, if you know anything about playing old Modern Control. But with that said, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.